Okay, now your pencil, the brush. Hey guys, welcome to my live. Today we'll be doing another makeup tutorial. So if this is what, if you like makeup, just stick around. Let's do this. Okay, so we are going to start with the brows, and for that we need a brow pencil or a brow gel. Then you want to make sure your pencil is really sharp. Then we need a brow brush, a spoolie, something like this. Now let's start. You have to show your name in the camera. Okay. Now to start, you want to take your brush, right? You want to take your brush. Mocha, thank you for joining me. You want to take your brush and brush up your brows like that, up straight. Okay? You brush up your brows. Make sure your brows are all straight up like that. Brush the other side. Straight up. Yes. Now, after you brush your brows, you want to take your pencil. Maria de Carmen, hi, thank you for joining me. You want to take your pencil, a sharp pencil, at the front of your brow from here. This is where you want to place your brow, your pencil on your nose, right? You place it on your nose like this, then mark. You want to mark like that. You want to mark like that. I'm laughing because I have a student with me. So you want to mark just a very tiny line. Good. Don't press the pencil. Don't press it, like do it so light. Just to mark. You want to mark like that. Then you place it here to mark. That is where you're going to start drawing your brows. Then where your brow is going to end, you want to place your pencil, then mark. Just touch it a little bit. Right? That's where you need to draw your line and end. Then you place it like that and mark. So you have your marks. You have one here, you have one here. Yes. It's yours. It's none of your business. I can wear whatever the F I want. Why are you here? If it bothers you, just scroll and pass. And remember, I didn't share the video to you, so time out for you. 24 hours, you not see my page again. Please. Fatima, hi, thank you for joining me. You see how people come and spam your comment? You see? BM, hi, good evening. How are you? The instructions are unclear. Okay. Like you place it at the corner of your nose, your pencil, okay? Like this. Don't go and poke your eyes. At the corner of your nose, then just touch the pencil down. It is going to give you a mark. That is where you're going to. Thanks for sharing. That is where your hi, let the single breathe. How are you doing? That's where you're going to draw your brow and end, okay? So for where if you look up here, you will see where your brow start curving. Yours is here. Okay, you can see where your brow start curving, right? You want to mark there too. Thank you for the likes. You look straight and see where your brow start curving. You mark, okay? Like that. Now you have your marks. What you want to do is link them. You want to link those marks that you have made. So you want to start with a very tiny line. Don't press the pencil too hard. Just, you see how I'm holding my pencil far, right? Just gently touch because the pencil prints a lot. You draw a very tiny line like that. You see, you want to draw from here, then take it down on top of this high part of your brow bone. Okay, you draw it on top of it, then you bring it down and anywhere just lightly. Yes. Okay, you bring that down like that. I'll go ahead and do the other side, the same thing. Don't wipe. If you do any mistake, you clean it with a concealer. So you just want to follow on your own natural brow line. Hi Paula, how are you doing? So on your own natural brow line, don't make any line on top of it. On your own natural brow line, you follow up to where your brow bone is, then bring it down like that. Now, after doing that, you want to start here in the middle, not right here. You want to start a little bit away from your front brow, then make a line, a small line on top on your natural brow line. Okay, don't make it make extra line on your natural brow line and link it to where you draw this arc line. Fabian, thank you for joining me. Hi, Risa. How are you doing? No, hi. How are you doing? No. Okay. You link it here, right? Then you take it from there, okay, and link it to this one. Bring it down. Don't make anything artificial. Just bring it down. Follow it like that and link it to this one down here. It does not mean, it doesn't necessarily need to come right down. Just as you, when you link it, yeah, it's good. Okay, you link it like that. Then with a pencil, you want to fill in this back part of the brow. This, you want to gently make, don't press the pencil down. Just brush it on top of it gently for it to cover all the lines that hairs are not there, to make it covered. Like that. Thank you for the likes. Please, guys, power tap your screen for me. Okay, so we're going to start here. Link it to the arc. Like that. Then bring it down. Like that. Like, look at how I'm holding my pencil. Yes, it's pointy. Like that. Then you want to just gently fill that the back of it in.
The baby is baby sleep.
Okay, take a look at that. Now at the front of the brow, I'm going to sharpen my pencil again because this one is not that sharp. Because at the front of our brows, what we're going to do is hair-like strokes, right? You can see you need it sharp to do the hair-like strokes. You don't want to press it down hard. Now, go and put her on top. Take the chair and put her on this bed. Please, guys, power tap your screen for me. Power tap your screen for me. So, at the front, we want to make hair-like strokes. And you want to make sure your pencil is sharp when you're doing that. So, you want to go ahead and just do strokes lightly. Okay, you want it to be like hair, your hair. You can always fix it later, but just make sure it's not too bold. Make little lines, don't make it too bold. Yes, don't finish, not finish. Okay. So yeah, at the front, you want to just make little stroke. Don't press too hard. As tiny as possible. Like that. Okay, look, see how that looks? It looks like it's my own natural hair. ¿Qué pasa?
Because he is hungry. But
So what?
he's hungry.
Did he send you?
What? Yes.
Cierrame la puerta. Okay, now you have your hair-like stroke. What you want to do is take your concealer. Yeah, take them a little bit up. Yes, there. You can always correct it with the concealer. So don't, if you make a mistake, don't panic. Just you use the concealer to correct it. The boy is hungry. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I'm sorry I left without saying anything, but I'm back. Okay, so now you have your brow drawn. You want to use your spoolie again and brush up the back of the brow just to lighten it a little bit so it looks the same like the front part. Okay, you want to brush, but don't press it hard, because if you press it hard, the brush is going to clean up the pencil. It's going to pick it up. You don't want that. You just want to lightly brush it like that. And I'm concentrating at the back part of the brow. I'm not brushing the front. Okay, this is how it's looking like right now. After doing that, we are going to take our concealer. I normally use 2 shades of concealer. I'm using the Dior concealer in the shade 5N. Is the lightest shade I'm going to be using. Then the shade 6N. So I'll be using these 2 shades of concealer, but you don't need to. Live visibility restricted for 10 minutes. Why? What the hell will happen? What happened? Please, guys, power tap your screen for me. If you're not power tapping the screen, TikTok is going to turn off this live. They're restricting it for 10 minutes. I don't know what happened. I need them to tell me why. But please, power tap your screen for me. I don't want to end the live. I want to see what's going on. Life is not for national because it may contain content with low visual quality. Are you guys fucking kidding me? Okay, guys, please power tap your screen for me, please. Please power tap your screen for me. If you think you're learning something, please power tap for me. Naomi Campbell, thank you for joining my live. Please power tap your screen for me. Okay, I'm going to use the light shade of the concealer. What I'll do is I'll apply that at the back of my hand. Okay. Then you want to take your flat brush. Just a little bit, okay. You want to take your flat brush, a flat brush like this, a flat concealer brush like this. Okay. You, at the tip of the brush, this part of the brush, close me that door. Noise is here. At this part of this brush, you're using it to pick that product, okay? You're going to use it to pick the product just a little bit. Like that. Use it to pick the product like that. Then you want to start at this part on your brow bone area. That's where you want to start. Now, you want to first of all tap here. Why I do that is because if I take a lot of product, if in case I've taken a lot of product, I'm going to deposit it here before taking it to my brows. That's why I do. Hi, Fatima. Thank you for joining me. So you want to gently touch a little bit, then pull it down. Like that. Hi, lovely. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, guys. Thank you. How far? So after doing that, whatever is left on the brush, you want to pull it down onto your lid like that. Just gently pull it down. Yes, like that. You gently pull it down like that. Thank you for the likes, Mama. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So I'm going to do the other side. The same thing. Don't decide where fringe wig today. I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. So I'll start again, like in the middle. This is because I'm using 2 shades of concealer, okay? You must not do this. If you're using just 1 shade of concealer, you want to start here and take it to the end of the brow. This is just because I'm using 2 shades of the concealer. One is a lighter shade. So the lighter shade is what I'm using on this area. So I'm just making sure I deposit the product. Then whatever is left on the brush, you go gently. Oh, the sharpen pencil, you don't need it again. Don't bother. So you just take it gently downward like that. Then whatever is left on the brush, you just pull it down. You pull it down like that. Thank you for the likes, Mama. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. See, the people on my life, TikTok just restricted my life for no good reason. What happened? My friend, get out. Thank you for the likes. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. What happened? I'm peeling and they're not even telling me anything. Anyways. Please power tap your screen for me. Power tap for me. So now I will take the dark shade of the concealer, which is the N6. No, you don't need to use, just with the same concealer that you're using, use that one. So after taking that, I'll clean the brush a little bit just to get rid of that first shade. Now I'll pick the second shade, which is a dark. Thank you for the likes. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. We want to take the second shade, then we start at the front and link it to that. Like, take just a little bit. Don't take too much product. Yeah, but take a little bit, not much. Tap on the back of your hand and drop some of the product. So like lovely. I'm going to try and do that look of yesterday. Then when I finish, I'm going to send it to you. You want to do the same on the other side. You want to go slow. Like, makeup is not a race. Go slow. Like that. So when you finish doing that, you want to take either your sponge or your brush to blend it. And when I'm working, I always have my makeup brush cleaner here and a paper. This is just to like cleaning as I'm going, because when I don't have too many brushes around me, this is what I do, just to clean it. Yes, that concealer is dark for you, eh? Okay, you see, just clean the brush. It takes off all the makeup from the brush. You look, take a look, and it also disinfect the brush. Now I'm going to use the brush to blend. You can use the sponge, this part of the sponge. Blend at the bottom, like pull it down to your eyelid like that. Yes, just slowly. Don't carry up too much, because if you take it up, you're going to clean your brows, and you don't want that. You don't want that double work. So you want to just tap it. Thank you for the likes, Mama. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. So you want to just blend everything like that. You do the same on the other side. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. TikTok actually restricted my life. I don't know why. It's like they've removed the restriction. So after you just tap, and that is good. Now at the top of our brow, we are going to use our foundation, not the concealer. We use our foundation instead to do that. Or maybe if your concealer is the same shade as your foundation, you can use that too. But I'll be using my foundation. I'll take a little bit of the foundation at the back of my hand. I need to blend this well. So you want to take a little bit of the foundation at the back of your hand. Then you take your concealer brush and pick the foundation. Now you can grab that on the brush. Then what you want to do is clean the top. Don't bring it too close. I'm not going to be applying it at the front. Okay, I'm going to apply it from where I started filling my brows, like here, like that. You bring it straight. Don't take it too close to the brow. The first one should not go too close to the brow, because you can easily clean that up. Then, like, you start like this straight. Are you seeing what I'm doing? You start like this straight with your brush down like that. You pull, okay. As you're getting to where you draw your arc, you bend the brush like this. Okay, you bend the brush like this and bring it down like that. That's the first. Okay, then you still do the same thing the second time. Bring it a little bit close to the brow, pull, take the brush and bring it down like that. If the shape is not correct, you want to go ahead and correct it. Until you get it perfect. So you want to just take a little time and just correct it like that. Look, you see how that is looking. So I'm going to do it on the other side. At this other side, I easily work with it with a brush straight like this. But it's still the same process. Then you go again the second time. Please, guys, power tap your screen for me. Power tap for me. Sometimes, thank you for the like. Sometimes when you draw your brow, it's not looking great. You can always use your concealer to fix it. You're taking too much product. You're taking too much product, and wait, let me see. When you take too much product, because what you want to do is you don't want it to be obvious. You don't want it to be obvious, so you want to take a little product at a time. So try to adjust this side. Thank you for the likes, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you. So you can see how this side is looking. You want to do the same thing on the other side and try to shape it to your liking with your using your concealer or using your foundation or maybe a dark shade of a concealer. So what you want to do is, you see what I'm doing? Look at in the mirror. I'll place it here like this, right? You pull it. That's trying to clean up the excess. You pull it like that. Maybe next week the tutorial will be on your face. Okay. Hi, Osas. Hi. Welcome to my live. Thank you for joining me. Please power tap your screen for me. So now we have our brows. We want to go ahead and blend it again. Thank you for the likes, Mama. Thank you. You want to blend it again with a brush or with a sponge so it's not obvious. So now after doing that, we are going to start applying our eyeshadow. To apply our eyeshadow, we need an eyeshadow base. Your eyeshadow base can be your concealer, and it should be a lighter shade of concealer and also a matte concealer. When you're using your concealer for a base, it should be a matte concealer and a concealer lighter than your skin tone, okay? I'll be using a base. This is the one I'll be using. If you don't have a base, you use your concealer. Ami, hi, thank you for joining me. I'm going to put it at the back of my hand so I know exactly the exact amount I'll be using. So I know the exact amount I'm going to be using. Now, you can take it with your finger and just apply that. Okay, if you don't have a small brush, you take that with your finger and apply it. You just tap, because even with the warmth from your finger, it helps to melt the product. So you want to just tap to blend. Thank you for joining me, guys. Please power tap your screen for me. Janet, thank you for joining. So I'll go in again with the brush. You want to go in with your brush or your sponge, but carefully just tap that to make sure that it's well blended before you go in with the shadow. Mm-hmm. You don't tap it on a particular. We are just distribute. You want to distribute it on your lid. Distribute it, yes, like that. So now we want to just tap. To make sure that it's well blended before you go in with your shadow. All right, for the eyeshadow, I'll be doing a blue eyeshadow look today. If I stick, I think, yeah, let me check the look. Please, guys, power tap your screen for me. This life is going to end if we don't do that. So I'll be doing a blue and white eyeshadow look. Now, the palette I'll be using is the Perfect Cosmetics Carnival 3 palette. And I'll be working with these shades. And this one. Because the look has first like a nude shade brown before they go in with the light shade. So that's what I'll be doing. Then I'll also use the Morphe James Charles palette, the Morphe X James Charles palette. And then in this palette, I'm going to be using Freeman. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to be using this white. So you need to choose the colors you want to use. If you want to go do the same thing I'm doing, then you just follow what I'm doing. Now, what you need to do is you need to blend again before you take any product. So you blend, make sure that there are no lines on your eyes before you go in with your product. If you take a look, there are lines, you can see this. So you don't want those lines before you go in with your product. It's going to sit on that line and crease up. So you don't want that. You want to first of all blend. So I'm going to blend this side first. After blending, I'll take a brush like this and take the brown shade. Yes, I'll take a brown shade. This brown shade, we are going to use it as a transition shade. You want to tap like that. This one. So you want to tap like that. See, I'm holding my pencil. You put it like this, like that. So you want to tap. You want to tap and add that color until you get the desired pigment that you want. Amalia, thank you for joining me. Please power tap your screen for me. So you want to tap and do that until you get the desired shade that you want. And also, I think I'm going to be using this brown shade in this palette, this one here. I'm going to be using that one too. No, it's okay. Now what you want to do is take this big brush and blend it. So you need to go slow. You don't need to take a lot of product at a time. Take a very little amount of product at a time, so you'll be able to work with, and you know the amount you'll be able to control the amount you are applying. So that's why you can see how light my own is. You take just when you're blending, you do like this.
Okay.
You're like doing it in a circular motion like that.
Okay.
Wait, let me give you another brush. Take this one. So you want, when you're blending, you want to do this, right? You want to do this in a circular motion. You take it in, okay? You blend and take it out like that. Don't sweep. Don't do this. No, don't do that. You do this. You help to blend your product very well. So I'm just going in with a dark brown. The dark brown in the Morphe James Charles palette. So now you want to take a little bit of dark brown, just a little bit. You do the same thing. So I'm just going to keep adding the shade until I'm satisfied with the darkness of the shade. Because as you know, this is not even the main part of the look. The look is mostly blue. But this one, the brown was used as a transition shade. Don't be afraid to blend it. Use this.
The edge.
Yes. You use the tip of the brush to blend it.
Okay.
So I'm still using just one brush and getting it darker. Please guys, power tap for me, please. Power tap for me. So you blend in and out, in, blend out in a circular motion. Like that. And you're using the tip of the brush, this, to blend. Yes. Okay. Now you have to do the other side like you did the first side. Now I'll go in with the brush, with the sponge or the brush to blend, because you have creases on it. When you have lines on that, when you have these lines, you don't want to go there on top of that with the product. You want to make sure that you blend first. Mariama, thank you for joining me. Jack, thank you for joining. Please guys, power tap your screen for me.